Hello friends. Welcome to 5-Star Study. Today we will read about the constitutional and bodies in India. Contents: Election Commission, Union Public Service Commission, State Public Service Commission, Finance Commission, National Commission for Scheduled Castes or Tribes, Special Officer for Linguistic Minorities, Controller and Auditor General of India, Attorney General for India, Advocate General for the State, Niti Aayog, National or State Human Rights Commission, Central Vigilance Commission, Central Bureau of Investigation, Lokpal and Constitutional Bodies. 1. Election Commission. Article 324 of the Constitution provides that the power of superintendence, direction and control of elections to Parliament, state legislatures, the office of President of India and the office of Vice President of India shall be vested in the Election Commission. The Election Commission is a permanent and an independent body established by the Constitution of India. It ensures free and fair elections in the country. The President of India appoints Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. They hold office for a term of 6 years or until they attain the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. The powers and functions of the Election Commission with regard to elections to the Parliament, state legislatures and offices of President and Vice President can be classified into 3 categories. 1. Administrative. 2. Advisory. 3. Quasi-judicial. It must be noted here that the Election Commission is not concerned with the elections to panchayats and municipalities in the states. For this, the Constitution of India provides for a separate state Election Commission. It conducts elections to panchayats bodies and urban local bodies in accordance with 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments. 2. Union Public Service Commission. Articles 315 to 323 in Part 14 of the Constitution contain elaborate provisions regarding the composition, appointment and removal of members along with the independence, powers and functions of the UPSC. A chairman and other members of UPSC appointed by the President of India. The chairman and members of the commission hold office for a term of 6 years or until they attain the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. 3. State Public Service Commission. Articles 315 to 323 in Part 14 of the Constitution deal with the composition, appointment and removal of members, power and functions and independence of ASPSC. A chairman and other members of state public service appointed by the governor of the state. They can be removed only by the president. The chairman and members of the commission hold office for a term of 6 years or until they attain the age of 62 years. The Constitution makes a provision for the establishment of a Joint State Public Service Commission, JSPSC, for 2 or more states. While the UPSC and the SPSC are created directly by the Constitution, a JSPSC can be created by an Act of Parliament on the request of the state legislatures concerned. Article 315 Public Service Commissions for the Union and for the states. Article 316 Appointment and term of office of members. Article 317 Removal and suspension of a member of a Public Service Commission. Article 320 Functions of Public Service Commissions. 4. Finance Commission. Article 280 of the Constitution of India provides for a Finance Commission as a quasi-judicial body. Chairman and 4 other members of Finance Commission to be appointed by the President. It is constituted by the President of India every 5th year or at such earlier time as he considers necessary. The Constitution of India envisages the Finance Commission as the balancing wheel of fiscal federalism in India. Articles related to Finance Commission. Article 280 Finance Commission. Article 281 Recommendations of the Finance Commission. 5. National Commission for Scheduled Castes. The National Commission for Scheduled Castes is a constitutional body. It is directly established by Article 338 of the Constitution. Chair. National Commission for Scheduled Castes. The National Commission for Scheduled Tribes (STS) is a constitutional body. It is directly established by Article 338A of the Constitution. Sat. Special Officer for Linguistic Minorities. Article 350B of the Constitution, the Office of the Special Officer for Linguistic Minorities was created in 1957. He is designated as the Commissioner for Linguistic Minorities. Art. Controller and Auditor General of India. The Constitution of India, Article 148, provides for an independent office of the Controller and Auditor General of India. He is the guardian of the public purse and controls the entire financial system of the country at both the levels, the center and the state. The Controller and Auditor General of India is appointed by the President of India. No. Attorney General for India. The Constitution, Article 76, has provided for the office of the Attorney General for India. He is the highest law officer in the country. The Attorney General of India is appointed by the President. He must be a person who is qualified to be appointed a judge of the Supreme Court. He has the right to speak and to take part in the proceedings of both the Houses of Parliament or their joint sitting in any committee of the Parliament, of which he may be named a member but without a right to vote. Article 88 Rights of Attorney General is respects the Houses of Parliament and its committee. Thus, Advocate General for the state. The Constitution, Article 165, has provided for the office of the Advocate General for the states. He is the highest law officer in the state. The Advocate General of state is appointed by the Governor of respective state. He must be a person who is qualified to be appointed a judge of a high court. He has the right to speak and to take part in the proceedings of both the houses of the state legislature or any committee of the state legislature of which he may be named a member, but without a right to vote. 1. Niti Aayog. On the 13th of August, 2014, Government of India scrapped the 65-year Rural Planning Commission and announced that it would be replaced by a new body. On January 1, 2015, the Niti Aayog National Institution for Transforming India was established. It is a non-constitutional or extra-constitutional body and a non-statutory body. Niti Aayog is the premier policy think tank of the Government of India, providing both directional and policy inputs. The Prime Minister of India is ex officio chairman of Niti Aayog. Governing Council comprises the Chief Ministers of all the states, Chief Ministers of Union Territories with legislatures Delhi and Puducherry, and Lieutenant Governors of other Union Territories. Vice Chairman is appointed by the Prime Minister. He enjoys the rank of a Cabinet Minister. Though. National Human Rights Commission. The National Human Rights Commission is a statutory and not a constitutional body. It was established in 1993 under a legislation enacted by the Parliament, namely, the Protection of Human Rights Act, 1993. This act was amended in 2006. The chairman and members of National Human Rights Commission are appointed by the President of India. The chairman and members hold office for a term of 5 years or until they attain the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. The chairman should be a retired Chief Justice of India, and members should be serving or retired judges of the Supreme Court. 13. State Human Rights Commission. The Protection of Human Rights Act of 1993 provides for the creation of State Human Rights Commission at the state level. 25 states have constituted the State Human Rights Commissions through official Gazette notifications. The chairperson and members hold office for a term of 5 years or until they attain the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. The chairperson and members of a State Human Rights Commission are appointed by the Governor. They can be removed only by the President. The chairperson should be a retired Chief Justice of a High Court. 4. Central Information Commission. The Central Information Commission was established by the central government in 2005. It was constituted through an official Gazette notification under the provisions of the Right to Information Act 2005. It is not a constitutional body. The Commission consists of a Chief Information Commissioner and not more than 10 Information Commissioners. They are appointed by the President of India. Right to Information Act (RTI) Act was passed by Parliament of India on the 15th of June 2005 and came fully into force on the 12th of October 2005. The Chief Information Commissioner and an Information Commissioner hold office for a term of 5 years or until they attain the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. 5. State Information Commission. The Right to Information Act of 2005 provides for the creation of a State Information Commission at the state level. All the states have constituted the State Information Commissions through official Gazette notifications. The Commission consists of a State Chief Information Commissioner and not more than 10 State Information Commissioners. They are appointed by the Governor of respective states. The State Chief Information Commissioner and a State Information Commissioner hold office for a term of 5 years or until they attain the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. Chair. Central Vigilance Commission. The Central Vigilance Commission (CVC) is the main agency for preventing corruption in the central government. Its establishment was recommended by the Santhanam Committee and established in 1964. The CVC was neither a constitutional body nor a statutory body. Later in 2003, the Parliament enacted a law conferring statutory status on the CVC. The CVC is a multi-member body consisting of a Central Vigilance Commissioner and not more than 2 Vigilance Commissioners. They are appointed by the President of India. They hold office for a term of 4 years or until they attain the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. 7. Central Bureau of Investigation. The Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) was set up in 1963 by a resolution of the Ministry of Home Affairs. CBI founded on the 1st of April 1963. The establishment of the CBI was recommended by the Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption. The CBI is not a statutory body. It derives its powers from the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, 1946. The CBI Academy is located at Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh and started functioning in 1996. 8. Lokpal. The Administrative Reforms Commission (ARC) of India 1966–1970 recommended the setting up Lokpal and Lokayukt for the redressal of citizens' grievances. Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act 2013 bill is passed by both houses has received the assent of the President on the 1st of January 2014. The Act has been brought into force with effect from the 16th of January 2014. The institution of Lokayukt was established first in Maharashtra in 1971. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.